Derrick is probably one of the most bizarre people I've ever met. He's very off-putting when you meet him. Half of the things he says just sound disingenuous, but at the same time, if they sound a certain way, you probably just don't know Derrick too well.
We're all born into shit, and we all have to either make a point to climb out of it or melt in the cesspool. So, Derrick, I'd say, is melting in the pool of shit.
Next up, we have Derrick McMilllon playing the kazoo.
Now, the last time we saw you, you had long hair. What happened?
I met a guy who was a conservative Christian, blue-collar, hardworking man, and his views clashed with mine. And he said, "Derrick, I don't like the way that you look, and I want to give you a haircut." But I didn't really care about it at the time, but it seems as though the general consensus is that most people like it when I have long hair, so I'm gonna grow it out this time. I work at the local BP gas station. I've been working there for over a year now, and I plan to work there for as long as I stay in Joliet, which would be however long it takes me to graduate from school and finish all my classes. But I've been having some difficulty with that and registering for my classes due to financial aid, circumstances, things like that. I'm still studying graphic design. I think that going to school is a good way for me to use my time. It would either be going to school or going to work. My family doesn't really listen to my music or tell me what they think about it. I'm mostly close to the members of my family that live in Joliet with me, which are my mom and my brother Chris. I've been distant with my dad in the past, but I've been trying to reconnect with him these past few years. I think of music as being the best way for me to express myself. Although I don't feel like I have a lot to say lyrically, I don't have a message that I want to get out. I'm not shy. I think that my music is good, but I'm a little embarrassed by it. I don't feel too bad that not too many people listen to my music, because I don't feel like I've created the best form of my music. I don't drive. I've been learning how to drive a little bit with the help of my friend Dave, who helped me get my permit, and my friend Fern, who gave me some driving lessons in exchange for some guitar lessons. The diagnosis was clear before I saw a doctor. The Cucks are a band with a sound that is difficult to describe, because we like to expand the boundaries of what is considered mainstream in music, and we like to be alternative and progressive.
Jonathan Eggers, alpha member of the Cucks.
Introduce myself. I don't think I need an introduction. I think we all know by now my name is Matt Temko.
Although I've been having some difficulty writing music for the band, because John was our main songwriter, and when he took a hiatus from the band to join the army, I was left to deal with the problems of my own life, and I didn't have much time to create new music for the band, unfortunately. I feel very proud of the music that the Cucks have created. I feel like with the songs I've contributed to the band, I bring in my own personal style of music that I like. I like listening to all kinds of music. Metal music, punk music, alternative rock, indie rock, and also noise rock.
What is Derrick's role in the band?
Secret weapon. Definitely somebody that whips out these guitar riffs that put the whole song in place. Give it the extra oomph. And Currently, right now, Derrick hasn't been necessarily around too much to give us that oomph, so creative direction becomes troubled. It sounds more like a new version of the Cucks without Derrick. It's troubling, but I know we're going to get him around here. We're going to get him to lay down a guitar track and a vocal track. I've primarily taken on the lyric writing role.
Derrick's role in the band? Fucking please. You kidding me? Asking me about Derrick? I don't know, why don't you ask him? He's not here, is he? There you go. That's the role that he plays. The no call, no show, having ass motherfucker. Kind of musical influences? All musical influences. Shit, I listen to everything, and I aspire to listen to everything. You may think I'm using that as some sort of blanket term, but no, I mean literally everything. Every piece of music ever released. I will listen to it all.
One common theme always stuck through was a dark theme, a dark ambiance that I at least always try to recreate when it comes to my portion of music that I lay out. Currently, things in my life have developed to where I put on a uniform and I salute the air every day. But I constantly think about what I've given up, what I sacrificed to serve a greater good, or so they say. The band itself, I don't think people like Temko, Mason, or Derrick are directly affected by me being gone too much. I think the creative process moves forward whether I'm here or not.
Definitely. We had a few rehearsals after John's hiatus where we jammed and we played covers of songs. But when it came to writing our own new songs, that's where we had trouble. That was our biggest problem. Without John, we couldn't write our own songs.
You ever been in a room with a lady or a man, and the love of it just makes you sweat? Well, love makes me sweat, baby.
The Cucks did 2 shows last year over the summer, and I had a pretty good time during those shows. There weren't too many people that attended. There were about 30 people that were at the first show, and then 20 people that were at the second show. So there were like 50 people that attended the shows altogether.
A song called Roar in the Field of Love.
Honestly, I don't even have a part written for this. I'm just gonna play whatever.
Hell yeah.
How were the concerts that the Cucks performed?
Well, they were towards the summer of 2019. We only played about 2 concerts and or shows. They were very interesting, considering that members like Derrick, members like Mason, were not necessarily experienced in the way that I am. So when we all banded up for a show, there were some measures that were taken to enhance expression. When we got up on their stage, the stage presence almost took over us, something that we'd never practiced, and it was almost very natural. And I was very moved by what we were able to accomplish. I would say each album that we've done so far, out of the 2, our first album was a lot more conceptual because we were working with certain circumstances where musicians were unable to keep time with each other without having visual representation and or experience to work with. So we used a lot of time signature differences that actually worked to our advantage.
As users suddenly a measure good in the past tense, the residents became unsatisfied, and their mother wept yet again.
Click tracking was definitely a savior for that, but as the new albums went on, click track disappeared. Temko joined the band, he added a very minimalistic synth idea that was really only prominent in the 80s, late 90s. And it took the place of the click track, took the place of the energy that we followed and that we sort of synced ourselves to. And that is what I would say is like the direction that the band's going.
That is the cut.
That was the cut.
That's the cut.
Final cut.
That's the cut. All right, guys. All right.
Deep down, I do love Derrick. A love for Derrick has grown inside my chest since I've met him, but I don't have the option or the opportunity to hold him close.
Car broke down. You blew it. You're done. Bank account. Why do you look at me with such full-on eyes? I just made you happy yesterday. No problems, yes.
Me and my girlfriend have been together for 3 years now. We're still very much in love, and we don't fight too often. I see many more years being with Courtney. I think what I want to do when I grow up is I want to settle down. I want to be an independent adult. I want to be able to support myself. I want to marry her, and I want to get a house and have some kids, be a father. Live the American dream, what any person would want to do.